Obeya is a Japanese term that means big room, or some people might call it a war room.
The concept came out of World War II where Britain had very limited resources and limited defenses.
Things that we do and how we behave would be different if we acted with the urgency of there being a war.
Well, the Obeya Room is really a structured method for us to manage our customer commitments.
Basically, Obeya is designed first and foremost to drive on-time delivery for the customer.
So the Obeya Room is to dedicate a time and space for all departments to get together in order to remove barriers and resolve issues to meet customer demands.
What we're trying to do is put everything in a central location visible to all different functions, where before we had individual silos and spreadsheets, we now bring everybody into a room once a day for 30 minutes where we just talk about where are we today.
What's unique about Obeya is it's this one place that the entire organization comes together and looks at the same set of facts.
It takes a lot of people, and if functional representatives from all of these departments are in one place, you can have a conversation with multiple people right then and there. As soon as an issue arises, you can get it taken care of.
It is the only way that we can all discuss in one single meeting and have a one view from beginning to end of the whole process and where the gaps or risks are.
You know, I love technology as much as anyone else. The thing though is when information is visual, when risk identified, it forces a different kind of reaction from professionals. There's nothing like seeing a project that's red on the wall and it's not going away. There is no report that's going to change that. And what we found is putting that information all out for everybody to see allows us to react quicker.
The Obeya, definitely encourages people to have that dialogue in an open professional forum, so that the end result is not to point the finger at somebody or to point blame. It's to make a decision and work together collaboratively to overcome that.
It'll take away those things that seemingly you don't think are roadblocks. Obeya will show you their roadblocks, that these things didn't get done or you didn't plan for this. And by doing that, it'll allow for that business to kind of get to that next echelon of performance.
It takes very little investment to create this room and to expose all of this information and activity and force this collaboration to take place. But with such a little investment, you gain such a huge return on that because you're forcing the collaboration, you're leveling your production, you're optimizing your workstations and all of your resources that you put into the organization to produce that product for the customer. In the end, you're going to deliver it on time. You're going to avoid liquidated damages. You're going to receive your cash. You're going to optimize your working capital. And you're going to have a positive workforce.
Before, there was no visibility on the urgent issues. So for each department or each person, they have their own goal, their own order. Now it's clear to everyone what's the priority and what's the issue that we need to work on first.
You've got every department marching to the same tune and the beat. It's like an orchestra, right? You've got the drum beat going and you've got to hit that beat every time, every month, every week, every year. So I think it's moving us in that direction, and the challenge is really getting everyone to think about that, things in those terms. What do I need today? What's the customer really want?
Having the Obeya room is really just one component. If you have the spirit of the organization, if you have the people and the processes and the right tools, you can achieve 100% on time, on budget, and on quality.
The customer is really impacted by Obeya through us keeping and holding our commitments that we provide to them. The worst thing that we can do for a customer is promise them a delivery date that they plan their whole schedule around, which actually is usually 10, 20, 50 times in terms of monetary and scope of what we provide, but we are a critical aspect of what their schedule needs from us, and that is to stay on time. And the Obeya room helps us to manage that very, very clearly. So when we commit to them, they're expecting we're going to meet that.